we are back at Up North at 4. Today we are joined with Eric Burke, who is the superintendent of schools. We're here with Shane Dornfeld, who is the Rhinelander High School principal, Ryan Arata, who is the director of instruction, Mike Watusek, who is technology, engineering, manufacturing instructor and Fab Lab director at Rhinelander High School, and Kyle Raleigh, who is the middle school principal. Thank you guys all for coming here, joining us here today.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So there's a lot that's happened, right, with the school district of Rhinelander. So let's first start and talk about the awarded grant that has been taken place recently.
Sure, it's very exciting actually. The generous donation from Dr. Lee Swank, the $500,000 over 5 years, allowed us to pursue a Department of Workforce Development Fast Forward grant, and typically those grants are looking for guaranteed viable outside funding sources for us to be able to do that. So we pursued tried to pursue the maximum amount, getting close to $50,000 and having $100,000 from the donation to be able to match that grant. So we were able to pursue the grant and pursue some equipment that would best meet the needs of our students and make connections to our local industries. And Mike was instrumental in choosing and selecting that equipment.
We chose some laser engravers. We didn't have great continuity between the middle school and high school with equipment. So with this grant, we were able to secure 3 laser engravers that'll help the students when they get into high school to have some background knowledge on that equipment.
And with all of that, so there was also drones, plasma cutting was in there, also welding. Also, that was part of that.
Yep. So that's all part of our program, and really what it's talking about is how we can make connections from our laser engravers to different industries, right? So really what we're looking for is pathways from high school to whether it's industry or to post-secondary opportunities. And the laser engravers are a nice starting point for us. It's an entry-level way for our students to experience what that might look like in a larger industry where they might be doing some laser cutting, where they might be experiencing different technologies like drones to be doing some measuring. That's all part of Mike's program, is just getting kids into those pathways and giving them areas of interest and understanding to say, hey, what could I do with these skills, or what could I do with my interests?
Right, and with all of this that has taken place, there's also new spaces, right? So if one of you wants to talk about new spaces that are coming up as well.
Sure, I'll talk about the high school. So in regard to the high school, with the referendum that passed this past year in the spring, at the high school we're going to update our science rooms. Some of our school was built, that part existing from 1958. So that area is going to be revamped and revitalized, staying within the spaces of those science classrooms, but going to be revamped and rejuvenated with new cabinetry and classroom space and modernization. We'll also have our tech ed wing, where we're going to have that space is going to be reconfigured, and then we'll also have 2 new additions to the high school. So we'll have a new residential construction lab that is going to be constructed, and then a new autos lab is going to be, and that's going to serve our autos classes, our power sports and marine classes, and small engines. So
and we'll talk more about also how it's going to benefit right after we get into this break, and we have more coming your way.